Welcome back to my channel. My name is Loryn, and today I'm very excited because over the past couple of months, I've been planning and outlining an entire series, and today I'm ready to start recording that series for all of you. This specific series is called Mindset Mastery, and it is an 8-episode series. Mindset Mastery is just one of many series that I plan to roll out over the next few months for you all. The reason I'm really excited about these series is because I finally have a layout of very specific and very straight to the point episodes on different topics that I know will help you guys in improving your mindset, your body, your habits, and everything under that whole improvement umbrella. I wanted to start with the Mindset Mastery series because, of course, mindset is the basis of anything when it comes to improving your life. When you want to start any new journey, the first thing you need to do is make sure that you have the proper mindset, and you want to make sure that mindset is something that actually facilitates growth in your own life. Over this Mindset Mastery series, I'm going to be giving you guys practical techniques, strategies, and exercises that will help build a growth mindset, and that'll give you a great starting point for the rest of my series. Now that you guys understand what's coming and what this Mindset Mastery series is about, I'm going to be starting with this first episode, which is centered around eliminating limiting beliefs. So let's get started. Limiting beliefs, just simply put, are those mental roadblocks that hold us back from reaching our full potential. Limiting beliefs keep us back from pursuing our dreams because they keep us from taking risks, and they also keep us from even believing that we can pursue what we're set out to pursue. This can look like self-doubt, a fear of failure, and a feeling of not being good enough. So some thoughts you might have are that you're not smart enough to pursue what you're set out to pursue, or that you're too young or you're too old to do the things that you want to do, and even that you're not even worthy of success. These thoughts can keep us in a bubble of fear or a bubble of comfort, which both of these bubbles are not conductive of progress and success. So the first thing I want you guys to do is identify any of these limiting beliefs that you have within yourself. And yes, this will take some time, but I think the easiest way to do this is to get a journal. And if you don't have a journal, trust me, having a journal of just your thoughts, your goals, and everything else is going to be very necessary in your journey. So I want you to sit down and write out any of these limiting beliefs that you have within yourself. If a belief in your head is that you're not smart enough, I want you to write that down. If you have a belief that you're not social, I want you to write that down. If you have a belief that no matter how hard you try to do something, it always fails, I want you to write that down. So be conscious of any negative thought that pops up in your head, or any limiting thought that pops up in your head about yourself and what you're capable of. And whenever it pops up, I want you to make a note of that and write that down in your journal. What this does is it helps you identify what is going on in your head, because there's a lot of things going on throughout the day, and a lot of the time those subconscious thoughts, they come up for a moment and then they go away. But the thing is that they are always in the back of your head, and they are always influencing what you actually do in real life. So once you get a good list going of these negative thoughts that you have in your head and you write them down in your journal, there are some strategies that I want you to do in order to combat those negative thoughts. The first thing that I want you to do is, under each negative thought, challenge that thought. So if you had a negative thought written down and it says, I'm not smart enough, what I want you to do is challenge that specific thought. You can say, well, I am doing well in school. I'm not failing all of my classes. You can say, well, I'm really good and I'm really knowledgeable about computers or cars or exercise or whatever that thing is. Go ahead and go through each one of those negative points and try to combat that, or try to provide evidence against that. So the next thing that I want you guys to do to combat some of these negative thoughts is positive affirmation. And some of you guys, you might not be the spiritual type, or you might not be the type that's super in tune with nature or your spirit or whatever it is, but you don't have to be in order to practice positive self-affirmation. What positive affirmations do is they help you replace those negative thoughts about yourself with positive thoughts about yourself. So under each each one of those negative thoughts, you can go ahead and provide a counter thought that is positive. If you wrote down, I'm not a social person, or I'm not good in social situations, you might write down something positive about yourself, which is, I know myself, I know my thoughts. Or if you wrote down that you feel you're not worthy of success, you can go ahead and write down, I am worthy of success. I am worthy of a successful, fulfilling life. You can write down any of your past achievements. You can write down strengths about yourself. You can write down attributes that you wish to achieve, but write it down in a way that you know you will get to that point. So, I am wealthy. I am successful. I know myself. I am intelligent. I ace all of my classes. I love fitness. I love learning. I am open to positivity. Now, the next thing you want to do is something called visualization. You can do this whenever a negative thought pops up in your head, or you can do this at a set time every day, whether it's in the morning or at night or both. And what you want to do is visualizing yourself having that success, or visualizing yourself having those positive attributes. Any of the goals that you have, I want you to visualize those goals. So at night, when you're about to go to sleep, what you should be visualizing is you achieving that goal, or you after you've achieved that goal. You want to put yourself there. You want to imagine how it would feel, and you want to actually feel that feeling as you are visualizing that thing that you're visualizing. So if you have a goal of wanting to be able to run a mile, I want you to sit down and actually close your eyes, visualize you running that mile. Visualize and feel everything that is going on as you were doing that, and feel and visualize the moment where you actually complete that mile. You might feel the emotions of happiness, success, pride. You might feel that adrenaline rushing through your body. Just close your eyes and visualize what it will feel like when you actually achieve that thing that you're going to set out to achieve. And this is really good for combating any negative thoughts. It's easy for you to have a negative thought and have that vision actually play out in your mind in like a snap of the finger. And I want you to be able to do that same thing with the positive visualization of the opposite of that thought. You might think, I'll never own a house. So now close your eyes and visualize. Visualize your house is big, or it's comfy, or you just signed the closing papers. Just go through the positive side of any negative thought that you have. And over time, you'll find yourself visualizing these successes more often. Personally, I love to do this whenever I have some free time, or I'm daydreaming, or especially right before I'm about to go to sleep and I'm laying down in my bed and my eyes are closed. I like to have a scenario of things that I want to happen in my life. And it's actually really fun to just lay down and visualize. And oftentimes I'll even dream about that visualization that I had right before I went to sleep. So it's definitely a very powerful thing that you want to incorporate in your routine. So what do you do now? When you're done watching this video, pull out a journal and write down each one of those negative beliefs that you have about yourself, and go through each one of those beliefs with the strategies that I just provided for you. So that is the first step of mindset mastery, which is eliminating limiting beliefs. In the next episode, I'll lay out how to cultivate a growth mindset. So look out for that video. It is coming within the next few days. And until then, make sure you watch my last video, which is about finding your passion and how to incorporate your passion into your life so that your life is more fulfilling. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. All right, bye.